Paladin. I'm no killer. Rogue. You just decapitated. I simply sent him to God. Yeah, that's still murder. If God thought it unjust, then he would resurrect this man. Has that happened yet? No, which means I'm doing a good job. Hey, what's up everybody, SkyDieRay here, back with another DnDMemes video. If you're wondering why I'm on the floor, it's because I ran into a dragon and fallen. Anyway, help. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Having a wonderful day today. Before jumping into the video, I wanna quickly kindly ask you if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, consider doing so now. It only takes a moment and you can undo it later if you want, if you change your mind. So yeah, thank you for subscribing, and with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. At least then they'll have an excuse for not knowing the rules. It's occurred to me that Bingo Night and Bridge Night at the Senior Center will probably be D&D night when we get there. And now I'm ready to retire. 5 metaphorical feet. Inside you there are 2 wolves. They are using pack tactics to gain advantage and eat your liver. Good take on that there are 2 wolves inside you. I don't know what that is even saying, I guess. Catapult is a fun spell. My DM saying yes after I ask if a toddler weighs around 1 to 5 pounds. Shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. Not every warlock needs to have a deal with a dark force. Other warlock backstories. I sold my soul to gain power. My warlock backstory. It's not the most ethical move in the world, but in a pinch you can hand off a cursed object to basically any baby. Concept. Someone tries this trick with a cursed hairpin or some bullshit, but the malevolent old woman whose spirit inhabits the object instead grows very fond of the baby. Now, the parents not only have to deal with the child, but also the blood-soaked, horrific specter that plays games with the baby and rocks it to sleep from beyond the grave. My working title is Scary Poppins, and I will accept no criticism. No, I mean, it's a pretty good title, so go ahead with that. Would have enjoyed more passive skills being implemented than just perception. Even investigation and insight aren't used very often, though they're supposed to be the next 2 biggest. Resting face. Passive intimidation. That is such a good name for it. I was compelled by a dream to make this. The Virgin Spikeball Mace, which is prone to getting stuck in shit, impractical to manufacture with medieval technology, has a bunch of points and no edges, but still too edgy and pointless, and ugly as sin for a cleric weapon. Versus the Chad Flanked Mace. Perfectly practical, hence why it actually existed, braced construction which is historically accurate, majestic as hell, a skullcracker worthy of a king, and will be used by monks once the 1 D&D grappling changes go into effect. Sleep close to the Paladin. Hey, are you asleep? Yes, why? Good. Since you're incapacitated within 5 miles of my lair, make a DC 18 charisma check. Elder Brain established psychic link. Indian mythology is insultingly underutilized. We should take more inspiration from Asian roots in D&D. D&D is supposed to be medieval. I'll not ruin it with your weeb bullshit. Mythology isn't anime, you fool, and Asia isn't just China and Japan. We all know what they mean, but someone has to say it every time. I killed a player today. A player character, right? A player character, right? I mean, yeah, we all know what they mean by it, but still got to make sure, you know. I use healing hands. I mean lay on hands. Her. He's probably thinking about other woman. Him. I wonder how long I can trick my DM into thinking that I'm playing a paladin, when I'm actually playing a fighter Asimar build with the magic initiate feat. Cool motive, still murder. Paladin. I'm no killer. Rogue. You just decapitated. I simply sent him to God. Yeah, that's still murder. If God thought it unjust, then he would resurrect this man. Has that happened yet? No, which means I'm doing a good job. An actual argument with a fellow DM. This is create or destroy water. Yup. And unless magical, fire can be put out by water or harsh winds. Sounds right to me. So if I can make it rain to put out a simple fire like a candle, I can target a lantern because the glass is a container. Raw, the spell doesn't say it puts out flames unless it alternatively falls as rain. I haven't seen this as the last panel for this meme before. And only worth 25 cents? What a steal. So it's a gem with a lot of people dead around. And then yeah. Oh, you should for sure pick that up. It really is more of a Euler diagram than a Venn diagram at this point. That is to say, a circle. me on vacation, making new friends by talking about D&D, and ending up cuddling on a couch with a lovely tiefling in a Danish S&M club? Not sure what S&M is. S&M. Never mind, I googled it. Okay, it's a British club. I didn't know those were a thing. That's, well, you live and you learn, I guess. Prize in 3.5th edition Warlock. So you only get up to 4 spell slots, but have 8 invocations to make up for it, says Wizards of the Coast. Okay, says the Warlock. But you'll need at least 2 to 4, so Eldritch Blast and your Pact Boon stay relevant. Okay. And a good chunk of them will also require a spell slot to use them. Okay. And the rest is yours to enjoy. Okay. I like how the Warlocks are not complaining about it or anything, they're just accepting things as they are. The current, and indeed eternal, mood. D&D is tonight. Wait, why am I worried? It'll be nice to hang out with friends. I'm the DM! Oh yeah, the DM struggle. I think the best thing to do if you haven't DM'd before would be to just try doing it once, maybe even for a one-shot, not necessarily even an entire campaign. Just so you see how that's like. I feel like DMs would be so much more appreciated if people understood. When all barbarian party one-shot. 2 barbarians accepting a quest reward from the town's mayor. Okay. The party may fail the insight check, but that mastiff with -4 intelligence won't. Strahd in disguise and the party's dog that can smell undead. Now, this is nice. Pro tip, lots of stuff at the thrift store can be turned into terrain items for cheap. Oh wow, okay, that's the after and the before, but like it's reversed order. But that looks great actually, with probably a bunch of effort. I don't know how difficult it is to actually paint them like that. They look great though. Tell me your best assassin success story and how much damage you dealt. Assassin expectation. Infiltration expertise to get into an unexpected place. Initiate combat with a crossbow to take advantage of assassinate. Assassin reality. Everyone is upset when the assassin tries to go off on their own. DMs try to discourage this kind of playstyle instead of leaning into it. I cast magic missile. Make 3 con saves. The boss passing a concentration save, and the wizard casting magic missile every turn with 15 more con saves. What makes it fantasy? Player. So what are we playing? DM. I'll just tell you that there's a long rest involved. What's that? 6 to 8 hours of sleep. So it's high fantasy. Yeah. You know the meme with wait, I thought you guys are joking. This is kind of how I feel right now. Seeing so many of the not getting enough rest memes. Are you guys okay? Are you guys not actually joking about this? Like, do you not get enough hours of sleep per night? I mean, you really should try to improve that. And they can't smite either? We grant you your place as a weapon attack, but we do not grant you the title of weapon. What? This is outrageous. How can I count as a weapon attack, but not as a weapon? Take a seat, young unarmed strikes. Metagaming isn't a sin. Oh, DM of the pool, what is your wisdom? Metagaming is like salt. Too much ruins the dish, but just enough enhances it. I mean, yeah, well, it depends what kind of metagaming, right? If it can be metagaming in favor of the game, not in favor of the player, so, or the DM, or whatever. So yeah, I guess that would be the kind that enhances it. Little tip for all you beginners out there. What your DM says. Great job peacefully resolving that situation. What your DM actually means. Still too much of a coward to fight a pregnant woman. I see. I mean, is that what he meant? Did he mean for the party to fight a pregnant woman? Okay, good to know, I guess. And that's why you don't ever assume things in D&D, especially if an item doesn't look familiar. The Curse and Shack. Welcome to me, the Curse and Shack. What you got there? This sword has killed many enemies, but it often misses on the first swing. Help! Har har, this ain't no cursed sword. It's a cursed person. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I was trying to miss on purpose as a cursed person, I guess, which is actually no longer cursed. Had my first death today. Very weird way to go. My player who died by drinking turpentine, and me celebrating my first kill as a DM. Anything you can do, I can do better. Metagamers' unrepentant love for creating overpowered characters and page 273 of the DMG. Right, so I went in the comments of the post to avoid having to go through the DMG. Anyway, it's about creating and modifying monsters, apparently, that page. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm listening though. Hey Mr. DM, it's me again for the 17th time today. So I have an idea for Blue. He will play a cleric and I wanted him to have a companion so he could cast Cure Wounds from afar, using the companion. But then a marvelous ingenious idea hit me. Pet Rock. And I find this funnier than I should probably, but he's still typing at the end. You, weird dog. You mine now. Basilisk, confused why its petrification isn't working. And Barbarian, with +10 to con saves, asserting dominance. I roll to whack menacingly, when your joke character has lasted long enough to go face to face with leeches. Had to repost this because rule 12. When you hit level 3 in Artificer, behold, the most powerful spell of all. It's a pistol. Are you ready to meet God? A bold stratagem. Technically, this is the temple of the Lich Queen, but she got slain a year ago. Whole place got ransacked, traps diffused, and loot carried off. It's home to the local goblins now. An adventure for characters level 1 to 3. Wait, we have a gelatinous cube. We dyed it pink and sometimes throw stone letters into it. Hansalk, 7 points. Oh come on, that's not a word. Tired of the fighting. We can live together. Spellcasters are so much more powerful than marshals. No, spellcasters die so easily and have limited spell slots. My magic and your strength work together wonderfully. Our teamwork will be legendary. The candle that burns twice as bright. POV. When 20 years of adventure have passed and you are the only human of your party. Dwarf, elf, half-elf, gnome and halfling all being kids, pretty much. And then the human. Oh, that is sad, kind of. The scariest costume of all. Trick or treat. Ah, sorry, you scared me. Babe, come see this kid's scary costume. Natural 20 doesn't hit. Okay then. Now, normally, our party would feel hatred and disgust towards acts of great evil. But this does put a smile on our faces. Little shithead tiefling girl getting sliced open by cultists in a sacrificial ceremony, and our D&D party seeing this while stealing our stuff back, trying not to be seen. Oh my bad, that was meant to be thief, not tiefling. That makes more sense now. I don't know why I read it as tiefling. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out to avoid reading it again, even though it took pretty much just as long as rereading it, but it was easier to... Anyway, yeah. Campaign pipeline. Pre-D&D campaign party, and the party after 3 sessions. Okay. Which side? Which side are you on? So we have the red side with the actual ability scores on top and then the modifiers under, and the blue side with the modifiers on top and the ability scores under. I always found the blue side confusing actually, and I prefer the first one with the ability scores on top. Let me know if you agree. I might actually I might have already done it if you haven't seen it in the community things. Posted a poll about this because I'm actually curious what the majority does. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more if you haven't already. Also, thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon. I appreciate a lot, so thanks so much for that. Links below if you want to check those out, as links to social media, Discord, and everything else. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Everybody, bye.